Have you ever found yourself saying something only to regret it later? Or realized that a few words could have saved you from a lot of trouble? Imagine if you had a guide on when to stay silent, when saying nothing is actually more powerful. Inspired by the Stoic wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, today we're uncovering 13 situations where silence isn't just golden, it's life-changing. Knowing when to be silent can protect your peace, your relationships, and even your future. Stay with me to discover these 13 moments, because mastering silence might just be the greatest skill you ever learn one. When you're angry, let's start with a classic, anger. Marcus Aurelius taught that anger blinds judgment. When we're angry, we're often speaking to satisfy our emotions rather than addressing the situation thoughtfully. Instead, let the anger settle before you say anything. Silence here isn't avoidance, it's strength. 2. When you don't have all the facts. Imagine this: someone tells you a half story about something that sounds scandalous. Our impulse is to react, but reacting without the full picture can cause misunderstandings, and Stoicism reminds us that assumptions are often our worst enemy. Silence here keeps your reputation and clarity intact. 3. When you're around gossip. Gossip, although tempting, has little to offer. Aurelius believed that talking about others' lives is a waste of time when we could be focused on our own growth. In situations of gossip, stay silent, detach, and remember that the energy spent discussing others is energy taken from your own progress. 4. When someone is venting. When someone needs to vent, we often rush to give advice, but sometimes people just want to feel heard. Marcus Aurelius believed in being a steady, calm presence. By listening without speaking, you become that supportive person, offering silence as a space for others to process without judgment. 5. When you're not sure how to respond. Silence is a great way to avoid regretting words you might not mean. If you're unsure how to respond, especially in emotional situations, take a breath, pause, and allow yourself the silence to gather your thoughts. As Marcus taught, there's wisdom in taking time to reflect. 6. When provoked by criticism. Criticism often stings, especially when it feels unjust. Aurelius knew that retaliating is usually unproductive. By remaining silent, you acknowledge the critique, but refuse to let it define you. The power is in maintaining your poise, knowing that your character speaks louder than any defense. 7. When winning the argument doesn't matter. Have you ever found yourself arguing over something trivial? Stoicism teaches us to evaluate if winning the argument serves any real purpose. Often it doesn't. Marcus Aurelius urged us to save our energy for battles that matter, and silence in minor arguments saves energy for bigger pursuits. 8. When in the presence of a boastful person. We've all met people who love to boast. Rather than engaging or trying to outdo them, silence speaks volumes. Stoicism encourages humility and self-worth that doesn't rely on others' validation. So, when in the presence of a braggart, stay silent and grounded in your own confidence. 9. When the conversation is unproductive. Not every conversation deserves your input, especially if it's going nowhere. Marcus Aurelius emphasized not wasting time on empty chatter. By choosing silence, you respect your time and focus on conversations that are enriching rather than draining. 10. When trying to avoid drama. Drama thrives on reactions. Marcus Aurelius would likely say that silence is the perfect tool for detaching from drama. By staying silent in these situations, you make it clear you're not a part of it and won't let it interfere with your peace. 11. When you feel insecure. Ever feel the need to speak up just to prove something about yourself? Marcus would suggest that insecurity should not drive our words. Let Let silence be a reminder that you don't need to prove anything. Your actions and presence will speak for themselves. 12. When someone is upset with you. When someone's upset with us, we tend to either lash back or get defensive. But often, staying silent can let the storm pass, allowing both sides to approach the situation more calmly later. Marcus Aurelius advocated for emotional control, and silence is a key part of that control. 13. When you need inner clarity. Finally, Marcus Aurelius taught that silence isn't just for external situations. It's crucial for our internal world too. Silence creates a space where we can reflect, refocus, and return to our purpose. Take time daily to be silent, to center yourself, and to remember who you are and what you stand for. Subscribe this channel for more such videos. Thank you.